And this is my reading of the email response that we've been talking about before. My response to my dad's email to my brother and my brother's email to my dad. And this is basically the final nail in the coffin as far as our relationship was concerned. So I'll read it, and you'll see I'm reading it. In light of the recent email I read from you to Ian, it's very easy for me to say that I am disgusted with your behavior. It's not the incident that you so informatively discussed in the email, which I'm sure you intelligently listened to both sides of the story before making your definitive judgment. It's the fact that this family so vehemently refuses to get along, and it's very obvious that you are the catalyst. You hold on to childish grudges, and you carry on immature, uneducated one-person fights with the rest of the family. Do you think I get any pleasure on not being able to visit you during the holidays because of the aggravated living conditions and the irrational stress? Do you think it warms my heart that my children have no idea who you are or that they don't care? I realize that your selfishness supersedes any feelings of compassion or dedication to the family that you built. I understand that you have psychologically replaced us with undisciplined dogs, and although I do not agree with it, I accept it as the sad truth. What I don't understand is your utter refusal to try and build a relationship with any of your children. You seem to have the sick compulsion to try and demoralize whoever is stupid enough to try and have a relationship with you. I've learned the hard way that the best option to avoid being a victim of your emotional handicaps is to avoid you altogether. Please don't think I enjoy it or that I'm punishing you by staying out of your life, but for my mental well-being, it's the tough and right choice. It's a tough choice I have to make unless things change. It's transparent that you cannot find any worth in anything intangible. You need to find something that directly benefits you. And if someone or something does not play into your insecure, paranoid world, you convince yourself to hate them in order not to disrupt the reality that you set up for yourself. This is the reason your inability to be a positive influence on any member of this family has torn us all apart. In case you forgot, it's been 3 years since you last visited, and now it's been 6 years. This email's about 3 years old. I have a wonderful family of my own. They bring me unconditional joy in my life. We share healthy, loving relationships that are built on encouragement, compassion, and understanding. My children have every emotional, mental, and social need met every day. They excel in school, and Lexi's classmates light up when she's around. I've done this by constantly reminding myself of all the restrictive, passive-aggressive bullshit I was subjected to as a child, and I motivate myself never to turn out as miserable and hateful as the both of you. I'll never put my kids down, and I hope when they get older, I will be included in the successful lives they will undoubtedly enjoy for themselves. Also, another incredible part of my family is my brother Ian. That's you. He's been such a positive, healthy influence on my life, and when I'm having a bad day or find myself conflicted, he is the first person I confide in. Sorry. Jinky. Okay, he gives me an intelligent, non-partial, non-judgmental advice. We call each other a few times a week and have fulfilling conversations. I can honestly say that I love him, a feeling that has been systematically removed from the both of us. My only regret is that it took 27 years for me to realize that we are family and what that should mean to an emotionally stable human being. The way you treat Ian is embarrassing and tragically ignorant. I'm sorry you refuse to see him for the wonderful human being that he is. I know Ian has had a problem with alcohol, which has since subsided, not gone. His arrest February taught him a life lesson he will never forget. But I'm sure if you are uninformed enough to think that this is not a disease, but it is. Sure, it starts off with a lack of judgment, but it transmutates into a full-blown sickness. As a parent, when my kid is sick, I help them get better by any available means. From your limited interest in him, you've never expressed a concern or even a desire for him to get better. Instead, you dare ridicule him and excommunicate him from your world. How easy it must be to cast judgment like that. The only reason Jill volunteered to get him out of jail, because I told her if she continued to refuse to help him, after several panicky phone calls from her, I would take off work and do it myself. Afterwards, I called Ian every day to check in and see how he was doing. Yes, I was mad at him, but staying mad at him wasn't going to help him. I became involved with his life as best as I could. I don't get as a parent you can watch your child self-destruct and you laugh as you watch it all burn to the ground. You should be ashamed of yourself, truly and thoroughly. Finally, I wonder what the future holds. I can't imagine all the stress, schemes, and grudges are exactly healthy for you. When you become in need of help and become incapable of taking care of yourselves, who's going to be your support system? Jill? I have a strong feeling she will not be capable herself in a few years. When you alienate, demoralize anyone who does not fit into your life plan, you get old and isolated. This is not a warning, but advice against one of the saddest things that can happen to a person, being alone and helpless. I would think that Grandma passing away during a stupid feud about a missed phone call would be harsh enough reminder to stop frivolous fighting amongst family members. I know this seems a bit harsh and spiteful, but its intent is nothing but unfiltered truth. People always walk on eggshells around you. Aunt Susan, Jack and Ray, Irene, her family, Nut and Pop-Up, due to unrealistic expectations that you place on others, and they will only tolerate it for the sake of family. Some people hear the harsh truth and they can react one or two ways, with denial and hatred, or with teary-eyed respect. And I don't care or know how you will receive this email. All I know is that it needed to be said. I'm fully prepared to discuss anything you find objectionable or could not understand openly and honestly. After reading this, you want to reestablish our relationship with your son and grandchildren. I will accept a full apology in verbal or written form. And if you choose to brush me off, which would be 2/3 of the family now, and remember, dogs do not count because they are not people, I will understand. And I can't expect really too much from someone who is so damaged and flawed as yourselves. The ball is your court. Paul. And that's the email I wrote to them after that email that was sent before. And then I invited them to Lexi's birthday, which they never showed up to. So, thank you. This is Paul from Constructs Nutchucks.